Hello, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Taylor, and today I'm just going to go ahead and share with you guys a speed painting of me coloring in this illustration that I created on Procreate. And I'm just gonna sit down and talk to you guys about digital art, my opinions about it, and all of that fun stuff. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. So right now I am just blocking in all of the colors. I think this is probably the most important step for me personally, because for a long time I had such a hard time with the layering situation when it comes to digital work, and I would always find myself accidentally drawing on a layer I wasn't supposed to, and then I would have to undo all that work. So for me, with blocking in the colors with flat colors first, it really helps me be aware of the fact that each item needs a layer. Yeah, layering to me is probably the most important thing when it comes to your illustration, and the one thing that when it comes to digital art you can't necessarily fix. There are a couple different ways with clipping tools, but sometimes it's just not possible. So I definitely recommend blocking in all of your colors separately when you first start your illustration, and it just really helps you kind of have a guideline, and it really helps you be aware that you are making a layer for each color and each item. And just like with traditional acrylic paint, I always start with the darkest color, and as you can see with the skin tone, I started with some darker reds and purples, and I built up the color with orange and light pale colors. And for me, I love using the different opacity on the brushes, and it really helps me blend together my colors. I don't use the blending tool. I really just like to add a bunch of color together until it kind of blends very effortlessly. And I do that just by going from dark to light. So I began digital media about 4 years ago, and it definitely took me probably a year or more to just feel comfortable using the software and knowing where everything is and changing the opacity and just having a good workflow. That took me so long because digital art just has so many tools, it has so many helpful things, but in order to use all those you really have to learn. And I would watch videos and I'd learn new things, but truly the thing that taught me the most was just messing around with the software, trying new things, using different brushes. That is how I personally figured out how to use Procreate, and I think that's probably the best way possible, because I find with digital art we can lose our creativity a lot easier thinking there's this formula to how to create an illustration. But sometimes you just need to be free with it and, just be creative, make mistakes. The best thing about digital work is that your art can be fixed so easily. There's an undo button. So I would definitely say just be creative. Draw every day on your software and you'll get there. There are definitely tips that are so useful to learn, and I'm still learning them. I've been doing this for so long, and there's days where I see someone doing something and I'm like, wait, you can do that? Or I learned something new and I'm just like, wow. So there's always new things to learn, and there's always ways of getting better. But the way you can do that the most is practicing and trying different things. Don't lose your creativity just because you're drawing digitally. Be creative, make mistakes, and I think just having fun will help you build your style and build your confidence while working on different software. So when it comes to the brushes that I'm using, I'm actually only using two different style brushes. So I mainly for the entire illustration use an HB pencil, as well to sketch this character. I use an HB pencil, and I'm as well using it to fill in with color. And the reason I'm using the HB pencil is just because I'm trying to go for more of a grainy look. But I as well will use sometimes just the studio pen if I want it to be more graphic looking and not have that texture like the HB pencil. And then I as well use the soft airbrush just to help shade clothing and different things like that. So I've kind of stuck to very simple brushes, and I really personally like doing that. I have so many brushes on Procreate that I don't use. I kind of have like a handful that I kind of stick to. But my two favorites are the HB pencil, and the studio pen and the syrup pen. Those are probably the three I use the most. So this is one of my favorite things about digital illustration, is how you get to see your image in so many different ways with so many different backgrounds, and you get to choose which one you like the best. I love when I'm done with the image and I get to mess with the saturation, the hues, the curves, all of that different stuff. It's like the most fun thing to me. I love it, and I have so many drawings that have like three different backgrounds or three different types of like color styles or hues or whatever, and I can't really choose which one I want, but it's awesome being able to have all those different options and to see your work like that. Even when I'm working on a traditional illustration, I will go ahead and take a photo of it and I'll upload it into Procreate, and I'll experiment and kind of like color it in just to see different colors and different variations before like putting it on my traditional piece. So I love that too. I just think it's a great tool even for traditional work. So here is the finished illustration. I want to thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see any more videos about digital art, please let me know in the comments down below. Bye guys.